Do you like eggnog? Well, that sucks because there's way too many calories and you need to get rid of that. But it's okay because I made this. 500 calories, 74 grams of protein, eggnog ice cream. If you love eggnog and you're not trying to get fat, this is the recipe for you because we tend to get fat around this time of year and I'm trying to prevent that. If you're new here, my name is Ethan and I'm happy to have you here as always. I do diet videos, I do fitness videos, I do vlogs, I do all sorts of fun content. So if you're into anything like that, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any videos like this in the future. I'm not gonna talk any more than I need to. We're just gonna dive right into this. This recipe is wicked simple. It's gonna take us no more than 5 minutes to put together. If you watched my previous video, you saw that I made 19 calorie gingerbread cookies. 19 calories for a gingerbread cookie is the ultimate mix-in, and I knew I had to have a cream to pair with it, so I went with eggnog. We're gonna start off with 500 grams of ice. Next up, we're gonna toss in rum extract. For those of you that don't have it, which I'm gonna assume is 99% of you, I will have a link for that down below. 3.5 grams. I would put in real rum, but it's kind of late. Also, before we get too carried away, big shout out to Lucas Shipman, aka Zanny, for the inspiration for this recipe because he made one that I reviewed in my subscriber recipe video almost a year ago. But it's the holiday season, I wanted to try it out. Thank you very much, Lucas. Next up, you're gonna want 100 grams of vanilla, non-fat Greek yogurt. And most creams you're gonna see plain. We're not using that. We're gonna be using vanilla. 100 grams. 120. That sucks. Next up, we're gonna need a gram of cake batter extract. I know it's eggnog. For some reason, I put this in and it worked, okay? Just bear with me. Next up, we're gonna toss in 1 egg yolk. The fat from the yolk makes it feel a little thicker, and on top of that, it's eggnog, and you kind of need a yolk in there. I tried doing it with just egg whites to save on calories and add a little bit more protein, but it didn't have the same effect, so toss in 1 egg yolk. Next up, we're gonna toss in 3 grams of butter extract. This is another ingredient that I don't expect most of you to have. If there's any ingredient in this recipe that I think is very meh in terms of you having, I'll have it linked down below, make it a little easier for you, but you're gonna need 3 grams of this. Next up, we're gonna need 125 grams of fat-free milk. I'm not gonna be using almond milk, but I'm also not gonna be using full fat milk. This is gonna make it much creamier. However, it's not gonna make it extremely creamy because if I use full fat milk, it's just gonna add so many calories. I didn't wanna do that. Fat-free milk. You could use almond milk, just won't be as good. And now we add 5 grams of vanilla extract. That's it for our wet ingredients. Now we're just gonna blend everything up. All right, now we're gonna toss that back on the scale, take the lid off. Oh, jeez. Okay, so for this next step, you're gonna need a... Hey. What's up? What are you doing? Making food. Well, dude, I'm kind of filming right now. Sick, what are you filming? Protein ice cream recipe. What's your problem?
Your fake ass recipes.
Wow, okay, screw you. It's delicious.
Who cares? I'd rather have real eggnog than some fake knockoff BS.
Well, at least I'm not gonna get fat as hell.
Whatever, princess.
Screw off.
Yeah. You're gonna want to do.
Go upstairs. I would never subscribe to him. Yeah, guys, other Ethan has been on edge lately. I don't know why. All right, now we're gonna toss in 2 grams of xanthan gum, paired up with 2 grams of pectin. Next up, we're gonna use about 2 scoops or 60 grams of whey protein per use. I'm using that Jack Factory vanilla oatmeal cookie. It's too damn good, guys. Stop sleeping on it. Now we're tossing in the spices. We're gonna start off with 1 gram of nutmeg, followed by 2 grams of ginger, 2.5 grams of cinnamon. We're gonna have 15 grams of butterscotch pudding mix. Wow, I ran out at 11. And to finish it off, I'm gonna be putting in 25 grams of Splenda. You could use whatever sweetener you want, including erythritol like Swerve Granular. At this point, you're probably good. However, I'm gonna scrape it one more time for safe measure. I'd rather not have ice chunks. Remove your dauber of flavor and thickness. This is going to be today's device of ice cream consumption. I'm gonna do the cinnamon trick. If you guys watch my apple pie ice cream video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been working at a restaurant for almost 6 years. I learned all the tricks on how to make things look really good. So, take your cinnamon, sprinkle it right into the bottom, maybe about 1 gram, 1.5 grams. Now you're gonna wet your fingers down. You're just gonna flick. Flick right inside of the glass. Get drips everywhere. You probably can't see it, but there's like drips running all along the glass towards the bottom. Finally, what you're gonna do, you're just gonna spin it around, let it coat all the water on the sides of the glass. And then you are done. Pour your cream right in there and it's gonna look 10 times better. All right, let's get a nice pour. Let's just add 1 of these, 1 of those, and a little gingerbread man. Top it off with a little bit of cinnamon. And now we are done. This right here is our finished product, our Anabolic Eggnog ice cream. And that leaves us with about 4 cups left. That is a crap ton of volume, which you tend to see with protein ice cream. I don't know if you can tell because of the angle, but this melted a lot because I just shot a bunch of B-roll. So we got to do a taste test. I would grab a spoon, but we got a perfectly good gingerbread man in there. Cheers. As delicious as that is, that's not a fair taste test because I got gingerbread and peppermint in there. I need to get straight eggnog ice cream. So let me try the blender. Yup. Calories and macros for the entire cream without any toppings, no gingerbreads, no peppermints. We are looking at 504 calories, 6.8 grams of fat, 30.7 grams of carbs, and 74.3 grams of protein. Oh, it's so good. As I said, take a couple gingerbread cookies, 19 calories each. Just take it. I was gonna crush it in my hand, but they're kind of hard. Just sprinkle them into your cream. Where'd my spoon go? In terms of taste and overall experience, I'm gonna say it's a 9. I really enjoy it. In terms of accuracy, how close is it to actual eggnog? I'm gonna say about a 7.2. 7.3. There's an element to eggnog you can't quite replicate with a protein ice cream because we're looking to keep it low cal, high protein. Eggnog has a lot of sugar and a lot of fat. When I was testing this recipe, I used about 80 calories worth of whip in one of my batches, and 80 calories of whip made barely any difference in terms of how fatty and realistic it tasted. So to me, I just personally opted out. I felt it wasn't worth the calories. This tastes almost exactly how it did without the whip. Think anabolic Oreos, right? They're delicious, they taste really good. However, they don't taste like store-bought Oreos. The reason for that is you have to add Crisco. Crisco has a butt ton of calories. So if you add that to anabolic Oreos, they're not gonna be anabolic Oreos. And it's kind of the same deal with the eggnog ice cream. If I wanted it to taste exactly like eggnog, it'd probably sit around 1,000 calories, and me personally, that's not quite worth it. I would rather have an 8 out of 10 ice cream that could throw a ton of mix-ins in, get at least 70, 80 grams of protein, and love the crap out of it, and not feel guilty, assuming I'm in a cut or I'm dieting, than have something that's a 10 out of 10 that's gonna make me feel guilty or restrict the amount of food I can eat throughout the day. So to me, this is really close. You get a ton of gingerbread mix-in, and it's just delicious. Personally, when Christmas comes, I'm gonna ball the hell out, right? I'm not looking to have diet food on Christmas Day. However, there's some people in a cut, there's people prepping for shows, there's people who don't wanna go off the deep end, right? So if you need a recipe, this is the one. Make the gingerbread cookies. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Ring the bell so you don't miss out on any more content like this. Leave a comment if you have a suggestion for a video in the future. And once again, shout out to Lucas for being this recipe's inspiration. We have a ton of fun on this channel. I would love for you to be a part of it, but that's it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Peace.